Well, we just had a storm go through here a little while ago, and it ended up knocking the power out. And the only reason I could tell was because I was inside. I was actually editing a video, and part of the house is backed up by the EP Cube system, so it actually does have a slight blip. So I saw the, you know, like some lights blink and some things beep. So that's the only reason I knew that the power was out. Now everything that's on the 6000 XP, like my computer and the internet and a lot of the other stuff in the house, all the critical stuff, it was a seamless transfer. Nothing blipped on that side, but the EP Cube with that smart gateway, it does blip a little bit. And the power went out at 155. It is now 327. So on the EP Cube app right here, right now it's predicting that it's gonna stay powered up for another 42 hours. Of course, the air conditioner isn't running right now. I bet if the air conditioner was running, this time would show a little bit less. But the cool thing about the EP Cube thing, it does have an outage list on here now. So when I click on this, it'll show that the outage started at 1:55, 13:55 military time, and it's still out. It hasn't returned yet. But everything on the system, this is like a good test for the system because everything is working the way it's supposed to. So right now my EP Cube system does not have any solar power on it. It is just working in a battery backup mode. So when the power goes out, it takes over and it runs 2/3 of my house. And when the power comes back on, the batteries are gonna charge back up, wait for the next power outage. So this is working perfectly fine. And here inside the workshop, everything, all the lights, all the stuff is still being powered by the 12,000 XP. So everything in the shop is working except for my big air compressor and my welding receptacles. That's the only thing that's not powered. Whole workshop's powered, whole house is powered. Everything's working perfectly fine. So the my other system, the 12K PV, if you look at this, I'll open it up. If you look at this, it only has grid power wired to it. So when you look in here, there's no load, there's no generator, just batteries and grid. And what this system is doing in this configuration is it's reading the CTs in my main panel, and it's just backfeeding, trying to zero my meter. But if we look at the screen, of course, right now, there's nothing from the grid, we're disconnected. All it's doing is just slightly charging the batteries from solar. It's not backfeeding. So right now, this system, the only thing it does is grid tie and try to zero the meter. And without the grid, the 12K PV is actually not really doing anything without grid power since I don't have anything wired up to it. So the 12,000 XP, power in the shop, it's outputting about 12,000 watts right now, and it's sitting at 67% battery. Now this system has about 34 kilowatt hours worth of battery on it, and at this rate, you know, it's gonna last 30 hours or so. But I'm sure if I turn the lights off and I'm not out here, there's not that much running. It'll probably go for a couple days if I need it to. Down here in the basement of my house, this is where I got the 6000 XP, and then it only has 14 kilowatt hours of battery. And this runs all the critical loads in my house. Basically all of the lighting, refrigerator, hot water heater, furnace, it runs those loads, freezers. And right now, it is pulling. Air conditioner just kicked on. Everything's working the way it should. This is great. It's always good. I think power outage is kind of nice in a way sometimes because you get to test your system. You get to see whether everything works the way you want it to. And I actually when the power went out, I stayed upstairs. I edited a video, got one uploading because we got Starlink, and it's all powered up. I was able to upload a video while the power was out. Everything's working good. So right now the 6000 XP, it looks like it's only outputting about 500 watts right now. This doesn't have a huge drag or a huge load on the system. It's usually probably 1500 watts or less, or most of the time. So with a 14-hour, it has a fully charged battery too. So this one's at basically 100%, 98% battery, and I've got 2,000 and some watts of solar coming in. So it's running off the solar panels right now. So it's not even draining the battery. So really the only thing that doesn't have power is over on the farm side of the property. Of course, none of our barns or anything over there is going to have any solar power or any battery backup back over there. But I am planning on starting to install solar on the farm side. In fact, I bought some more solar panels. So right here are 10 more solar panels from Canadian Solar. These are their TopCon panels, I think is what they call them. These are an N-type solar panel. They're just like the Renogy Shadow Flux shade resistant panels. It's the exact type of solar cell that's in these, but instead of being like 200 watts like the Renogy panels, these are 450 watts. So there's 4,500 watts here, and we're gonna switch some things around and then end up putting some solar panels and an inverter and stuff over on the farm side so that we do have some power on that side, because there are some times where you have electric fences and you have certain things like that that you want to stay powered up. So that'll be something that we'll be doing here in the future. So like I said, I think everything worked exactly the way it was supposed to. There's only one thing that didn't happen, and that was I was supposed to get a notification from the EP Cube to my cell phone saying there was a power outage. Now I know the reason why I didn't get it. So this EP Cube is connected to my Wi-Fi network. It's like one of those mesh networks where you have different routers in different locations. And my Wi-Fi router out here in the shop is sitting right there. That's a Netgear Orbi, and it is backed up by the EP Cube system. It's powering these freezers, it's powering the Wi-Fi. But the EP Cube system does blip. This gateway right here, this is kind of like the Grid Boss from EG4. It's an interconnect device, microgrid device. When it senses a power outage and then disconnects from the grid and reestablishes a microgrid, there's a little bit of a delay, and that delay is enough to blip the Wi-Fi router and me not get the notification from the EP Cube. And it takes a few minutes for the router to reset, and then I can get on my phone and I can start seeing everything. But that little blip on a device like a Wi-Fi router or like your Starlink or your internet will end up causing you not to maybe get some messages or alerts. Now there's a couple solutions to that. One, you can buy a really small UPS system, uninterruptible power supply. You can buy a small one that it only outputs a few amps, and it would be sized right for the Wi-Fi router. If I'd had a little UPS on there, it wouldn't have blipped. Now, my long-term solution, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to replace the EP Cube with the 12,000 XP. And the 12,000 XP doesn't have that what do we call it, microgrid interconnect device. It won't have that blip. So when I replace the EP Cube with the 12,000 XP, I shouldn't have the Wi-Fi router out here blipping. Everything should transfer fairly seamlessly. Now I'm not just going to get rid of the EP Cube system. That's probably what I'm going to move over to the farm side of the property, because if I have a little blip over there, that's not a big deal. If I have a blip and I'm editing something on the computer and I lose all of my progress, that's a big deal to me. That kind of upsets me. So I want to try to set up everything here at the house and the workshop where everything has a fast transfer. It's pretty well seamless, and you probably wouldn't even know the grid was out if you didn't get notified. That's what I want to set up by the time it's over with. So the air conditioner was just on, it just turned right back off, but the EP Cube system with the air conditioner running changed the time to 7 hours and 50 minutes. Of course, that's an intermittent load. So I'm gonna guess that the EP Cube, it's got 20 kilowatt hours of storage. I'm gonna bet that's gonna last me at least a good 12 hours. So I just talked to my wife, Rebecca. The city that she works in, which I think is, I don't know, 75 to 100,000 people. I don't remember. It's out of power. And the hospital that she works, it was out of power. It was on generators. And all the computers were down there. And then our son, his work was out of power, so they sent him home. and then the town he lives in was out of power. So we know that there's several towns around us that are out of power. So it's hard telling. It sounds, I mean, how long the power's gonna be off, because it sounds like the electric company crews are gonna be pretty busy. And it's funny, as soon as I say that, the power just came back on. I walked over to the electric meter and the electric meter was powered back up. And I looked at the app on the EP Cube and it's like, yeah, right at 2-hour power outage, which really wasn't that long in the scheme of things, but it was still a good test. Everything was out of power except here. So that was good. That's the way we want it to be. The only thing would be, I really need to do a long-term test, like a long, several-day outage test, find out where my real, I guess, weaknesses are. But for your normal power outages that are probably 12 hours or less, I think I'm definitely good. But anyway, since the power was out, I thought I'd just do a short video, go over all the little pieces of my system, and talk about how eventually I'm gonna get power on the other side of the property, on the farm side. So I guess that's gonna be it for this video, guys. So I'll see you guys in the next one.